Have you ever lost everything, your home, your family, even your best friend, only to discover that rock bottom was the door to a life you never imagined? That's my story. And trust me, it doesn't end the way you think. I walked out of the courthouse with nothing but a thin envelope in my hand. Inside were papers declaring that the life I built for 30 years no longer belonged to me. My wife, now my ex, left with the mansion, the money, and my so-called best friend at her side. As she passed, she leaned close enough for only me to hear, "You're pathetic." That single word cut deeper than the judge's ruling. That night, I parked my truck behind a diner and tried to make sense of how my entire world had crumbled. I thought the story ended there. I was wrong. Near midnight, my phone rang. An unfamiliar number flashed on the screen. Something told me to answer. "Mr. Elridge," the voice said calmly, "we've been trying to reach you for years. You're the heir to a dormant account left by your Uncle Roy." I froze. Uncle Roy, the mysterious relative who vanished 2 decades ago. Then the banker read the balance, $47 million. My heart stopped. But the money wasn't the shocking part. The conditions were. My uncle had written, "Tommy must be free before he remembers who he is." And free I was. I wasn't born into wealth. I spent decades swinging a hammer, sweating through long days on construction sites, building homes I could never afford. My wife and I started small, cheap furniture, second-hand dreams, but we built a life together. Or at least, I thought we did. When I finally succeeded, when I bought her the dream mansion, something shifted. She stopped wanting simple nights at home and started craving something bigger, something I couldn't hold together with work boots and love alone, and in the silence that grew between us, she found comfort in my best friend, Hank. The betrayal wasn't loud. It was quiet, her laughter upstairs when I walked in early, his truck in my driveway when he thought I wouldn't notice. I didn't explode. I didn't scream. I just walked out of that room and realized the life I thought was mine had already ended. The divorce came fast. Her lawyer tore me apart in court, painting me as a workaholic who neglected his wife. She didn't shed a single tear. In the end, the mansion, the money, even my reputation, gone. I was left with my truck, my tools, and an empty apartment. That's when the call came. Zurich. A bank account in my uncle's name. Letters he'd written to me years ago, waiting to be delivered only after I was no longer married. Letters that said, "Tommy, money won't fix you. But it might free you to see who you've always been." For the first time in months, I felt something shift inside me. Not anger. Not revenge. Freedom. I flew to Switzerland, signed the papers, and walked out not just with millions, but with a choice. I could chase bitterness, or I could rebuild. So I chose to start over. I bought a modest ranch house on open land. I rebuilt it with my own hands, floorboards, porch, windows, all reminders that I was still a builder at heart. My daughter visits often, guitar in hand, filling the air with music while we sit on the porch. My mother comes by on Sundays. There's laughter again, but this time it's real. My ex called once, her voice softer than I remembered. She said she made a mistake, that we could try again. I told her the truth. She didn't love me when I was a man building from nothing, she loved what I gave her. And that love was never real. I forgave her, but I didn't take her back. Hank left a message too. I deleted it. Some doors don't need reopening. I didn't spend my uncle's fortune on yachts or fancy cars. Instead, I built a foundation to help single fathers who've lost everything, men sleeping in their trucks like I once did. Because no one deserves to feel that alone. And in giving back, I realized something: the greatest wealth isn't measured in dollars. It's in the peace you feel when you wake up knowing you don't have to pretend anymore. Money didn't heal me. What healed me was the chance to rebuild, nail by nail, moment by moment, into the man I was always meant to be. If you've ever been broken, betrayed, or stripped of everything you thought defined you, remember this: what truly matters can't be taken. It lives inside you, waiting to be rebuilt. And when you find it, guard it. Build around it. Let it lead you home. So that's my story. And if it gave you something, hope, strength, or even just perspective, I ask one thing: like this video, leave a comment with your own story, and subscribe. Because this isn't the end of mine. It's only the beginning of something better.